Son of a bitch. 5 minutes in, and I remember to turn my mic on. Okay. So we're going to try it again. Yeah, alright. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the recording if you're watching that. So, two quick announcements for anybody who didn't see the announcements elsewhere. My Better Than Wolves stream for tonight has been postponed until Thursday because Frostpunk just came out. I kind of watched a streamer play an early release media copy. Media copy of it. So I've played a little bit myself earlier today, but I haven't really had the time to dig into it much. So that's the plan for tonight. Better Than Wolves will be back on Thursday. Also, my chat monitor is no longer working, so we're stuck looking at regular Twitch chat. So I apologize for that and the inconveniences that brings, but there's not a lot I can do. I really like the nice clarity that my chat monitor gives, and yeah. Beyond that, I really don't have a lot to say here, because, yeah. Alright, let's just hop right back into it now that I've got my mic actually turned on. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to bother with that tonight. I might, so... Huh. Alright, well, we're just going to start off again. Okay, I'm just going to hush for this bit.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Okay. Alright. So, thank you for the follow, Larkinus. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is... Turns out the world ending is not a pretty thing. So, let's get... I need to get a couple things going right away. Oh! And Atticus, thank you also for the follow. Alright, so, right off the bat, I need to get a bunch of coal going. I should probably get a solid chunk of people working on some wood and steel as well. And yeah, okay. Ooh, actually no. Leave that, and then yeah. Well, nobody call it the why the world ended is not really answered in this one. It's not really important. The thing is well, the world has turned into a frozen shithole, and now it's time to not die. And that's not going to be a pretty process, but we're going to try. Um, Thanks, Atticus. I appreciate that. So in a minute, chat will start appearing on that gray box up at the top of the screen there. It's just my normal chat monitor isn't working, so I have to wait for the window to actually fill up before that'll start appearing. But then it'll start working again. Oh, bloody Twitch changed, finally discontinued support for their old chat API, so that's a bit frustrating, but not unreasonable on their part either. Okay. Nice, Mighty X-Ray. Nice. So, yeah, okay. The basic thing going on here, the central bit here, this here is a gigantic steam generator which gives off all of the heat that you need to survive, and I can actually turn that on because we now have enough coal to go with. Whoops, that is a bit loud. Thank you for the bits, Atticus. I'm guessing they're ad bits, but they are still appreciated nonetheless. Volume mixer, because this is actually entirely on my end. I just need to turn OBS down a little bit. There we go. So that'll be a little less deafening the next time it happens, but I appreciate the bits. Okay, so right now, big things I need to work on is I need to get enough housing for all of my people, and I need to get enough enough houses for all the people and enough food production to not die right away. So yeah, food is going to require, I'm going to want a cookhouse to turn my food, because if you look up at the top here, we've got raw food and food rations, and your people are going to consume one or the other every day, but you can make 2 rations out of every raw food. So I need to get a cookhouse going, plus a couple of of people working in a hunter's hut. Yep, okay, and it's requesting that I do that, which I will as soon as I have 2 more sets of houses. Or, well, tents. Houses is a bit strong of a word. Oh, and I should probably... Can I just real quick... General... Disable tutorials, yeah. Okay, there we go. That way that won't be taking up that bit of screen real estate. For somebody who has a reasonably large monitor, I get real touchy about wasted screen space. No, that's steel wreckage. Right, so the wood crates are running. It's just the steel wreckage that only has 5 people. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, it is gilded, but your puns are still not appreciated. Also, hi. There we go. That should be the last set of houses that I need to build, or tents. And so next up, I need to get a cookhouse built right away. That's another one that I kind of want to get done day one. And the other thing is I need to get ready because real fucking quick, it's going to get real fucking cold. And that's going to be, so the way this works is if you look here, different buildings will be at different temperatures based on, so like this one tents have a little bit of insulation on their own, plus the heat from the generator is also helping, which gets this up to a point where people are absolutely fine for sure. Oh, I guess I'm not going to get that done tonight. All right. Oh, and Gilded gets the gold thing next to his name for a little while. Anyway. So, right. So this is just going to overnight, which not a lot happens on the overnight. I mean, I'm not going to be freezing them to death, right? They just do that on their own, okay? I'm actually the one trying to prevent them from freezing to death. Thank you very much. I mean, okay, that I might be doing. Look, man, when the when your arm when your hand is just completely black to frostbite, we might have to cut it off. It happens. It's nothing personal. Okay, so shelter taken care of night one, so that nobody got sick overnight. I mean, hey, you have the option not to shove the children into the coal mines, right? And managing your hope is kind of important. And turns out people start to lose hope when they realize the kids have to fucking, slave away in the coal mines. But hell, whatever it takes to survive. Okay. So right now I'm waiting for a little bit of wood to start coming in. So another interesting little thing here is you can see this snow is actually being dynamically handled, right? Whereas it's piling up to a point every Hodge Gilden, right? And so the people will choose their path, and you can see the old paths that they cut. And if the path, like, it's faster for them to go through spots where people have already shoved their way through the snow. It's neat. Okay. So, wood is coming in. Good. Coal is also coming in. I can probably actually reduce the amount of... Actually, yeah, I can probably do that and do that, because I'll still be getting enough coal to have surplus, but I actually really just need the wood for construction projects right now. So first off, actually, oh, right. So I need to build roads. Yes, okay. Oh, there's nothing... Oh, I don't actually have any wood to build the streets. Okay. Alright, so I need to wait for a little more wood to come in to finish building the roads, because you can kind of see the... those... Basically, you just need to have roads connected up. That's kind of how they path between the buildings and shit. It's not too complicated there. Nothing crazy going on. And then... Put one there, and I'm out of wood again, so we'll have to wait. Alrighty. Oh, what the hell? There we go. I don't know why the hell that was being slated for construction. I must have goofed a little bit there. But yeah, okay. So then I can actually... Okay, I need 20 wood to build those. Probably going to want... I want to say 2 hunters' huts. Yeah, 2 hunters' huts and a cookhouse. Okay. And the cookhouse is more important. Because the cookhouse can take the raw food that I already have and turn it into more food, whereas the hunter's hut just provides more raw food. And yeah, if I can get the sooner I get the cookhouse going, the longer this raw food will last. I also have a steam core, which is not actually needed for a long while, but I've got it, I guess. And then the other thing which I want to do is... Okay, I got a street there, got one there. I'll put one more over there. just to kind of cut paths between everything. Okay. And then, yeah, so then we got it. As soon as we get 20 food, I'm going to put down a pair of hunter's huts. Or, well, because that way I'll actually have enough, be acquiring enough food to get through each day without losing. Like, I'll be breaking even on food that way, I think. Well, actually, no, I'll be losing food slowly for now, but once I get a little bit of tech going, so, okay. Yeah, it mentions a hothouse. I don't believe that's something I can even quickly get access to. Yeah. All right. We'll leave that be for now. We'll let the we'll deal with the Book of Laws as new opportunities come up. One more. There we are. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely intentionally saving the interior for stuff specifically like, yeah, stuff like tents. I definitely want to stay close to the steam generator. All right. Okay, so next up, it wants me to make a beacon. No, that's not what I want to do. Which is certainly something that needs to get done, but well, we'll deal with that as we. First, I want to get food going so that we don't accidentally starve. Because yeah, I need to get ahead of the game on that because people are going to start eating, and I've got enough to get through. Okay, so that batch of wood crates over there got depleted. So I want to max that one out for tomorrow. And what do you mean no available? Oh, they can't take engineers here. Okay. All right. So none. I guess I'll have to send. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I definitely need both of those running at max efficiency. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, okay. People reassigning, that's fine. Yeah, they're gonna eat, and then they're gonna go out to hunt. Okay, so the cookhouse will be able to run all day tomorrow. So what do I need in order to build a workshop? Oh, I actually just have everything. Okay, cool. So the nice thing about the hunter's huts and the workshop is they actually have more insulation than, say, like the cookhouse does. But so they won't get at, they'll actually stay, like if we check the temperature here, they'll stay at comfortable, whereas the cookhouse out here is only at livable. Which, as long as things are staying at reasonable temperatures, this is fine. But if you watch this little gauge up here, this kind of tells you what the weather's going to do in the next few days, and things going to get real fucking cold real soon, because that's 4 below fair. It's already real fucking cold. Yeah, no, the infirmary is definitely one of the things which is going to go in the center. I haven't needed to worry about it yet, but that I do have space for one over here. The other bit, which is going to stay close to the center, is childcare. Like, I want to keep basically the buildings where people are spending as a bunch of their time. Need to always be. Oh, hey, why? Oh, it'll let me start research. Oh, no, add new research. There we go. I don't know why it's not giving me the research now. Okay. So let's just get that beacon. I don't have enough wood, but okay. I will get the wood first thing in the morning. All right. Look, I mean, honestly, for now they're kind of just a drain on food, but theoretically they'll eventually, we kind of need there to be more people, or yeah, we suddenly run out of people, and that's kind of the thing we're trying to avoid. Thanks, Big Lou. Appreciate that. All right. So, yeah. Oh, and was that Mighty X-Ray? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right. So we're gonna speed this up overnight. And Big Lou also thank you for the follow. All right, we're gonna just speed this up until morning comes. Oh, hey, one person is sick, which means okay. Before we start the tech, I'll build the sick house to deal with that, and then we'll start working on the we'll start working on building the beacon. So right, I'm kind of rushing through this early stuff because this is just a lot of really simple setup to get things to be survivable. And yeah, hopefully we'll be all right. I'm gonna have to burn pretty hard overnight to deal with the 2 nights of like severe cold we're gonna have, because yeah, when this hits, it's gonna drop to minus 40 Fahrenheit, which is also minus 40 Celsius, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so the guys are heading out for the morning. Got a bunch of raw food. Hopefully that'll all get turned into cooked food during the day. And then the other bit which I need is... Yep, there's that. Hey. We gotta wait on that. But, yeah, the hunter's gear right away will increase these hunter's huts from producing 15 food to 20 food. And then the cookhouse will generate enough. Yeah, we'll double that to 80 food, as long as I keep that manned every day. But okay, so I need to get 25 wood. And oh, nobody's working on that. Shit. Okay, hold on. No, not that button. That button. Okay. So no, I don't need to know who my unemployed are. I need to know where my employed workers are. Economy. Okay. So I got 15 people dealing with coal. I have 30 people stuck on hunting duty, which is kind of important. And that's actually it. I need people gathering wood. Yeah, okay. So I can take 3 people off of coal duty and still come out ahead, or well, come even on coal, and I'm doing all right. I've got a good stockpile there. I'm not building anything right now, so maxing that out is fine. And then, yeah, okay. I'm gonna need to get... Well, and also once all of the raw food has been turned into cooked food, I will be able to swap that over to producing, or swap them over to harvesting more wood. So to start off with, you're just kind of harvesting wrecked supplies laying around, but later on, I'll need to build mines to start extracting stuff from these deposits and from the frozen trees. But for now, what is that? Oh, that's the iron ore deposit. Okay. Yeah, for now, I need to just stick with, pulling shit out of, that's just laying on the ground. Oh, hey, we have a couple things. Workers needed. Ah, right. Do I wish to sign child labor into law? So, this is the first decision we've got here, boys. So I can either start up child labor, and start getting kids working, which right now, I've got, I want to say, yeah, there's 15 kids, which is 15 out of the 80 people who are just not doing anything and consuming food. Or I can build, thanks, Z. Appreciate that. Or I can build child shelters, which will increase hope, and but it does require me to build the child shelter building. But yeah, it'll make people more hopeful in general about the future, and it will keep them safe during the day, right? Whereas with child labor, they can get injured, which will hurt morale, and that's bad. You know what? I'm gonna try not to be a complete dick. Sorry, Z. I'm gonna have to disappoint you here, but I'm gonna try not to be a complete dick. Um. Oh, and this has a thing. Family torn apart. Oh, right. Okay, so that is there's a woman who was separated from her family during the expedition and wants us to hurry up the beacon as soon as possible. Which, admittedly, I am working on, but kind of need to build a place for our sick people right now. So I need a medical post, and I need. Okay, I need to build this as well. Which requires me to dismantle some roads. Yeah, okay. Alright, oh, and we have nobody to help build that right now. Shoot. Okay. Thankfully, it doesn't require people to help maintain it. Let's see, so that works from 6 till 6. Whereas everything else works 8 to 6. So I could theoretically do that during the day. Oh, and you guys are done. Okay, cool. So we're gonna max that out, and there's some more. So we're gonna max that one out. Yeah, okay. So then what I'm gonna do is right at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna take everybody off and put. Yes, okay. Children are being cared for. Hope rises. Oh, hush. What the hell do you mean hungry? I've got fucking 217 food rations. It's fine. Oh, Chrono, hey, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. Okay. So, alright, want to keep an eye on the time. And, oh, right, I also have the necessary food to go, oh, no, I did not quite have, now I have the necessary wood, not food, to build, oh, actually, can I, that only has a base heating level of 1, shit, well, that's bad, I guess the medical post is going to be out on the outer ring here, or on the second ring, which is less than ideal, admittedly, but it's what we got to deal with. I also want to, real quick, build some roads. Hey, Grona, how's it going? Oh, I don't have any wood. I need to build up some wood. I'll just build up to like 10. And we can do that real quick. Um, well, that should be plenty. Okay, so there we go. Anyway, so I want to go none and none and max. There we go. Because I want to do that before it hits nighttime. Ooh, coal pile was depleted. Well, that's fine. So there we go. Set that up to go at 12. And that'll be good for tomorrow, but it's almost to the end of the night. So you can kind of game this a little bit by getting people to work both in the hunters' huts and out in the fields. Oh, and I need to get 5 people working in there to maintain that. Okay, so now, as soon as I get the 10 wood tomorrow to run up the... Okay, so we're just going to fast forward until the beginning of day 4. Oh, right, and this is also when shit's about to get real fucking cold. So that's bad. But, oh, where did they just disappear. Okay, you don't actually get to see them, like, climbing out or anything. So what I'm going to have to start doing is overnight swapping the... I'll probably actually do the... Instead of doing the swap at 5, I'll do it at 4. So yeah, so it's about to get real cold. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to overnight... What you can do is you can put the generator into overdrive, which will... increase its heat output, but it'll stress the generator, and if you stress the generator too much, it just kind of goes kaboom, and that's bad. Oh, so we can empty that out, max that, max that, max that. Yep, there's the cold. Oh, and that's inoperative because it's too damn cold. Shit. And so is that. Double shit. Alright, so, what I'm gonna... Fuck, that's bad. And we're gonna get a bunch of sick during this period. So, what I'm gonna actually need to do is probably get heaters first, and then the beacon. Yeah, okay. So as soon as I have 10 wood, I'm going to get heaters. So new research, heaters, start. And then hopefully by the end of today, I'll have that so I can turn on a heater in both the medical post and the cookhouse, so that they can actually function in the cold. So, yeah, alright. That's super not great. What the heck is going on there? Oh, boy. This is... Yeah, this is definitely a bad spot to be in. Improved heaters is like tier 3 tech. So yeah, there's so the Book of Laws, like, also is another one of those things where there's actually more here than what we can see right now. I don't know exactly how deep it goes, but, like, if you look at the tech, you can kind of see there are 5 tiers of tech here and 4 different tabs. So we've got a lot of stuff to. There's definitely a fair bit to this game. Definitely enough to get a couple streams out of for sure. Okay. So. Oh, do people only consume half rations each day? Oh no, okay. They just take time over the course of the day. Okay. Yeah, and it takes a few minutes if I do that kind of bullshit in order to get that going. Mild frostbite. Shit, somebody became gravely ill. No, not that. I want this. Okay. So another decision comes up where we can kind of pick between two different laws. Where we can either attempt to just, if somebody becomes gravely ill, we can attempt to just keep them alive, and they just kind of become a permanent burden on the city. And yeah, take up locations. Or we can attempt radical treatments, and which will sometimes heal people just fine, and sometimes will leave them as an amputee and permanently unable to work, or well, for the moment, unable to work until we research a tech which is not quite available yet. So I don't know. Sustained life just kind of feels shitty to me. Like, I don't want to let people just die, right? That's not helpful. But just keeping them alive and not attempting anything is also not great. So I'm going to go for radical treatment. So we're going to end up with some amount of amputees that we can't deal with otherwise. But hopefully, eventually, we can. Later on, we'll be able to get. Oh, yes, okay. Hope rises slightly because we've got the child shelter going. We'll be able to get the ability to make prosthetics for them. They're not going to be great, but they'll at least be able to function again. Oh, right. You are still working, so that's fine. Yeah, okay. So people did go through. Are steadily going through that much food. Okay. Wood crates depleted. Yeah, we're rapidly running out of wood for our initial setup, but well, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. It's fine. Heaters research. Okay, cool. So immediately, let's pop into the tech screen here. I want to get. Actually, no. Let's get the beacon going. Oof. I don't actually have enough steel to research the beacon. Okay. So I'm just going to research Hunter's Gear for now, and we'll pick up the steel tomorrow. What I can do here, though, is I should be able to turn on, yes, heater, here and here. Which requires coal, which I'll want to max that out, just to be safe. Just so I'm definitely not going to end up on a potential coal shortage. Because that would be bad. Coal shortages are definitely bad right now. And I'm actually overnight gonna, because everybody's gonna be in here, to reduce the chances of somebody becoming ill overnight. Okay. Oh, shit. So what I need to do is set that to none. And that one to none so that I can max and max. Right, and then what I want to do is... All right, the other bit is want to overdrive the generator overnight to prevent people from freezing, becoming frozen overnight. So that will raise, because right now, a lot of my internal stuff was sitting at chilly, and this raises it all up to livable, which there's still a chance that people will become sick even in livable conditions. But chilly, it's just too much when they're spending half the day in those areas. So it's better just to do as much as I can. It'll stress the generator overnight, but hopefully I only have to do this for 2 nights, and by morning I shouldn't need to do this anymore. So yeah, that is the plan. We're just gonna fast forward through the night, keep an eye on this guy. Somebody became sick anyway. Oh, 3 people became sick overnight. That's bad. Alright, there we go. That's the morning coming. So we're going to turn the overdrive off. Allow the stress to cool back down. Yeah, so the stress decreases when it's not in overdrive, slowly. But hopefully it'll decrease enough that I can safely overdrive it again tomorrow night to kind of reduce the number of people who become ill. That's the other bit, is these guys are not quite in yet. Because I sent them out a little late. But once they come in, I can change it. Okay. Set that to none. Oh, that one still has to wait a little while yet. We're going to max that one out. And as soon as that one finishes, we'll set them to none and send them to gather some more wood so that I can research the... actually, I don't need to introduce any laws right now. There's nothing I'm really jonesing to get done. So that I can send them out to gather some more wood. Yep. That's the beginning of the workday. So yeah, it'll take a little while before they get started on that because they have to actually finish coming back. But we're doing okay. We are, once the current research finishes, which it will today, the, yeah. The hunters will start bringing in enough that we're breaking even on food every day. And in the event that someone does become permanently crippled, we will actually start getting ahead on food every day. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But at the same time, I guess there's some benefit to somebody becoming crippled. Oh, sick absence. Oh, and that's also out of food, so I can set that back to none. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm doing all right. Okay, so we're good. No, we do not behead and eat the cripples, Gilded. It's bad for morale. Ooh. No, we build a special home to house them in until we can make them prosthetics and put the cripples back to work. That's how this works, Gilded. Come on. Get with the program. Alright, so yes, we also are double working a bunch of our people because I guess I'm just a monster, but it's also possible to do. Because the hunter huts work overnight, some people just don't get to sleep. Oops. Yeah, okay, so those guys, unfortunately, they're not. It's not creating the most efficient setup. New research. Okay. So, start the beacon. There we go. Okay. So, it's only 1 in the afternoon. So, at 16, at 4 o'clock. Shit, somebody became gravely ill. That's bad. So, yeah, that's getting full of shit. That's definitely bad. Well, we've got another in-game hour to pass yet before I need to resupply the hunter huts. But I definitely want to get that beacon going ASAP. Yeah, people are not happy about the fact that it's cold as balls out right now. And honestly, after I finish the beacon research, I could grab faster gathering, but honestly, the other one that I can grab is the Steam Hub, which, because my design, way my setup is, it's actually not great. I might actually just want to get up research the next tier so that I can start boosting the central generator more and mining additional coal. Okay, no, not you. So we're gonna none that, and we're gonna none that, and we're gonna max that, and we're gonna max that. There we go. So yeah, that'll get that going in time. Get a little time to rest. So is the beacon research will not finish today. I don't have. I guess I could theoretically toss in the emergency shift law real fucking quick, and just force them to finish that beacon overnight tonight. But that would really pump discontent right now, which is certainly not great. I'd rather. It's pretty low, but it's also not going to be going down anytime soon. So, oh, goddamn. Oh, hey, what's this? Okay, yep. Here we go. So, somebody finally had to get amputated. So yeah, so we're gonna build us a care house because this one actually has direct benefit to me in that it will reduce. Oh shit, I can't get the care house in there either. The amount of food that those stuck there will consume. So they will end up. They'll survive longer, basically, and they'll reduce. Yeah, they'll reduce the colony's food requirements. So or the city, whatever you want to call it, food requirements. So that was actually more important than getting that 24-hour law passed. That's fine. Okay. So, oh, and the other thing which I need to do is I need to do, well, not yet. Set that to none right now because there's nothing there for them to do. But once that finishes construction, then I build, or then I assign people here so that when the food comes in the morning, there's somebody there to cook it. Oh, good, good. People are going to be stuck there for days right now. That's bad. I'm kind of regretting that no child labor decision right now. Okay, care house built, which actually, thank God, the fucking care house doesn't require workers. So okay, all right. So that mean all right. So the way okay, that's interesting. So the way the care house is set up is basically anybody who's sick will just go there and wait until the medical post can get to them, which that's good. And I got it up to livable. Um, so, and I'll be able to even turn off. Actually, I'll probably just leave the heater on so it goes all the way up to um, comfortable when the while the weather is warmed up. Ooh, speaking of overdrive, before I completely forget, so as we reduce the amount of people who get sick overnight. Yeah, okay. So, about a day. Coal will deplete in about a day. But we're fine. We're fine. Oh, there's only 14 people. Damn. Double damn. Well, whatever. It's about to warm up, and that'll be fine. Let's just power through the night. And come morning, we can turn the overdrive back off. Yeah, people get upset because there's... Look, I've got freaking medical care happening. Hush. Okay, so how's that? Those are both almost done. Okay. So that's getting worked on. Oh, that's down a few people. So I actually do need to get that filled back out. For sure. Why are you not all sitting in the sick house while you wait for treatment? Oh, right. Thank goodness. Okay. Let's see. I'll set that to none, that to none. Max that. Shit. And this is like the bare minimum I need, and I don't even have the full 30 to get this going. That's bad. Alright. Well. Oh, hey, whoa. Oh, coal pile depleted. Got it. Okay. Oh, we'll max that one out. Okay, so you and you. Okay. There we go. That'll have to do. Oh, and shit, steel wreckage depleted. All right. So set it to none engineers there. Those ones are engineers, and those ones must be engineers. Okay, cool. Beacon researched. Okay, cool. So first of all, that's going to cost me a bunch of wood, but that's fine. Do that. So now we can get Tech 2 being worked on. And then we go over here, and we drop down to Beacon. And we'll plop them over here. So that'll get worked on. And then once the beacon is ready to go, we'll be able to put together expeditions out of the fucking city. And then that kind of opens up a whole new bit of the game, which I've seen a very little bit of, but I've not actually done anything with myself. So we're going to be learning all sorts of new things together, chat. Um. Okay. Oh boy. Lack of medical care is raising discontent a little bit. The reality is I just have so many sick from that cold wave. Um, hopefully we'll be able to get that sorted. Um, okay. All right. So, oh yes, and there's a little animation that goes with creating the beacon. So yeah, now we have this little hot air balloon which sticks out and makes us highly visible to everything around us, so that people can find their way back. And this, I believe, will take us out into the, yep, into the map. So there's two kind of points of interest to explore right away. There's a whole lot of map out here. Holy crap. But there's 2 points of interest kind of close to home. One is the Lost Expedition, which there was a message about, which I kind of skipped through earlier because I already had seen it. I apologize. But basically, the woman said that, hey, we got separated from some of our people, and one of them included her. One of them was her family, or some of them were her family. And then it's like, hey, we've spotted a group over here, and then oh, hey, this one's different. Several wrecked vehicles, no sign of life. They probably are machine. Let's hope so. We can leave. We had to leave a number of supplies. Okay, so there's also a busted vehicle over here that we might be able to salvage some parts from. So what do we need to put together a scouting expedition? Okay, so 5 workers need to be available and 40 wood. Okay, so let's take a couple people off of that. Max them out on that. And what is this? One of our people is facing death, but he is still refusing amputation. He keeps screaming that he doesn't want anyone to touch his leg, and he won't change his mind, even though gangrene will kill him in a matter of hours. So, well, chat, do we respect the man's wishes and let him die, or do we cut off his leg and allow him to live as a permanent cripple? Any opinions out there? No, I'm not getting not a lot of people here tonight. Okay, so I personally I think we need to cut off the leg. Um like I understand his wishes and all that, but we really can't afford to lose people right now. Um and we can once we figure out how to make prosthetics, he'll be able to continue to work and function as part of the city. Um, yeah, we're gonna do that. It's a bit fucked up, not respecting his wishes like that, but well, wood crates depleted. Let's get that going again. Desperate times and all that. So, ooh, what is this? People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the sky. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. This is true. So what do I need? I need 40 wood in order to put together that expedition. So we've got people working on the wood stockpile right now. And hopefully we can get that up to 40. Oh, heck, and we can even manage it by 4 o'clock, it looks like, so I can still drag... Okay. Well, I won't be able to drag it right back, but, oh, we're not gonna... Okay. It's on pause, so I can do this kind of in a couple of groups. So, create a scout team going out looking for the Lost Expedition. So that's a thing that's happening. So that's going to take 10 hours, and that's got 5 of our people just kind of gone for 10 hours. And there's nothing else that they're going to be doing. Yeah, and it's also 4 o'clock, so I need to get as many as possible going out and collecting food. And we'll max that out as well. Yes, I know we're out of wood. We can't do any construction right now, but hopefully the people will have some supplies when we bring them back. That's the big thing I'm hoping for right now. We need people. We absolutely need more people. We do not have enough. We need 30 people just dedicated to collecting food to maintain our just to keep people from starving. Although we could honestly afford to take a loss on our food income for a couple days and be all right, which honestly we could even do now because we've got we're going to do a little bit tonight actually because we've only got 3/4 of our available people working on food production. Yeah, okay, so this kind of bouncing back and forth that I'm doing is definitely hurting into the efficiency. So I'd love to be able to avoid that. More sick beds needed. So either I have to, so I can either say no, which will raise discontent. So basically, we've got a lot of people who are sick, and we're not able to treat them all fast enough. I can either open a second medical post, or I'm not going to be able to admit that many people to treatment that fast. Yeah, I need to open up a second medical post if I want to avoid discontent rising. Honestly, discontent is very low right now, but I feel like that's going to change pretty quickly soon if I don't do this anyway, right? Because I'm going to end up with a bunch of people dying soon if I don't deal with this. So that's fine. We should be getting some people coming back overnight. Yeah, and I'm going to overdrive this again tonight because that raises this all up to comfortable and prevents people from getting sick in the overnight, which is fantastic because we really need people to stop getting sick right now. The sick houses are full enough as it is. Oh, scouts have reached the Lost Expedition. Rest of our people made camp here too exhausted to go on. We should escort them back to the area. Yes, okay, so search. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. We discovered some new sites as well. So we can either escort the people back and guarantee that they come in safely and faster, or we can send them back, in which point some of them might die on the way, and it will take longer. That's probably better to escort them back. I don't need... We've got a couple of new... Okay, so there's another shelter out here, and then there's a gloomy cave. So we've got a couple different points of interest, a couple new ones that have appeared. So they'll be back in about 5 hours. So they'll be back in time, well, not in time for morning, but they will be back during the day. I will need to build new shelters, and I'll need to build another child shelter to deal with the new children during the day. Which is definitely not ideal. But we're also on the verge of being able to research an improvement to the central generator. Oh, which I need to turn that off of overdrive before I damage it. Okay, so that's maxed out still, so that's fine. So yeah, okay. So we got a bunch of new people coming in. I need to build that sick house. Oh, that's okay. Coal is low, but not terribly low. Wait, 23 hours left? Am I actually... Consumption is... Okay. That's not great, but... $19 per hour, 10 out, yeah, 180. This is... I need to get a couple more, but okay. It'll be fine, because once the people come in, I will be able to catch up. Okay, so... Right. Allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by 1 level. Okay, yeah, so this is... the big one. What I need to do here is I need to get both of these, basically, as soon as possible. So first I'm going to... Okay, so priorities right now, get the sick house built, and then get the next two heater techs built, so that we'll be able to last through until... Okay, so rather than... Oh, hey, we get a little animation as our first group of survivors come home. So that's neat. Reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. We will look for the others. Oh, and there's another thing here. Someone has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us all. Hope rises slightly." Okay, so we got 31 people who don't have a home. Plus, I need to build a second child shelter. Well, I don't actually have to build it right away, but when I do, Hope will continue to sit. It'll help maintain high hope. Okay, so rather than disbanding that, I don't want them... That costs us a bunch of stuff. So let's go deal with the crash site first. Because that one is... That one has a potential to bring in a big resource surplus, which would be massive for us right now. We are definitely lacking in resources. Okay. So I need to get a couple more people working on that. And then I need to get those wood crates and that steel being pulled dry. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright, so we are... people found a trail leading into the wilderness. We should follow it. We must find other people and ask them for help to secure survival. Search for the others. Find another settlement. Lost expedition. Sturdy shelter. Okay. So yeah. So the sturdy shelter is kind of the next big one on the main kind of central story going on here. But I really need those supplies, I think. I also need to build homes for people. Oh, God. So much stuff that needs to be done. So little time. Okay. We're going to deal without these guys for a night. Because I really... Oh, there are no more wood crates out there. Shit. That's bad. Okay. Build a sawmill to start extraction. Resources, sawmill. I don't even have enough wood to do that. Okay, I really need to build a sawmill or I'm going to be screwed soon. Fuck. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that'll rearrange who's sent out there. Yeah, there we go. That rearranged people, kind of turning that off and on again, rearranged them a little bit so that people are actually going out there. Okay. So hopefully we can get. How much wood do I need in order to build? No. Health. Medical post 25. Shit. Oops, not what I meant to do. I forgot that zooming out can do that right now. How long do I have to deal with that? 2 days yet. Okay. So frustration. Yeah. Bad healthcare, lots of homeless. Both are problems which need to be dealt with. Okay. I feel like the homelessness is a bigger issue. But as is getting at least a range upgrade. Crap. Alright. Well, we're signing the emergency shift into law. Yeah, people are super not happy about that, but we really need to just extract all of the wood out of this pile. Like, if we don't, we are just gonna starve. Okay, let's at least keep one of those going. Yeah, the engineers can stay on that, that's fine. Okay. Let's get that range upgrade going. So that's yeah, okay, that's also gonna need to go. But we need that range upgrade. And then we need to get 3 tents down to get people sheltered. And then actually we need to get right, but because I 24-hour shifted this and this, they're gonna keep going overnight. Yeah, I know we're out of wood, but we're not actually out of wood because we're pulling in more. Okay, and since they're yeah, words. Since the research facility is going to run overnight, hopefully I'll be able to get I can also get the sawmill going. How's temperature looking? Not great. All right. Fuck it. Yep. Okay. So I need to get that range upgrade so that I can get people sheltered. And once I do that, we'll be able to... oh, right, I need one more set of tents, I think. Did I place something in there? Why is that invalid? That actually should be valid. Huh. Weird. Oh, whatever. Oh, one of her people has died. Um... Ah. Well, we must make sacrifices to survive. Oh, and there's a secondary thing. First death. Right, so I actually have to wait a few hours before I can sign anything into law right now. Okay, so we definitely need to have something set aside to deal with the dead. So I can either build a cemetery, which will raise hope and prevent diseases, but it will also keep people from working every time someone dies, and I have to build it. Or I can build a snow pit. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. I have to dig a pit. So I have to build a building either way. This lowers hope and raises discontent. And, oh, well, I have 9 hours in-game to decide what I'm going to do with them. Nobody available. Oh, here we can... Just -1, so I can add one here. And then... 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's fine. Oh, scouts have reached the crash site. Okay. That's where our expedition was split up when our vehicles crashed during a snowstorm. Some of our precious supplies should be here. Wood and raw food. There is plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies, are tangled together in a single frozen mass, as if these people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth just before they died. We can do nothing for them, not even bury them. However, resources. Holy shit. Take the resources and we discovered a new site, the observatory. So they have a fuck ton of resources that they could come back with. What does the observatory say? Send scouts here to learn more about this place. This particular building must be an Arctic observatory the Royal Society built to investigate the eternal winter. There's smoke over it. So I can either send them there, which will take 12 hours to get to. This is... yeah, it would take over a day. I think what I'm going to do... okay, so there's possibly people at the observatory. I really need those supplies, though, so I'm going to send them back to the city. And then I'll probably send them off to make contact with what appears to be the other shelter. Generator, okay, good. So let's come over here. Add new research. I actually need to get a sawmill. Start researching that right away. Okay, range setting is set to 2. And it's presently on overdrive to keep things nice and toasty. Good. Okay. Awesome. So let's just run that until morning. And then... morning comes. Another person has died. Shit. I still have 5 hours to go until I can pass a law to deal with it. One of our workers died from unknown causes. Oh. An amputee's suicide. The man whose leg you ordered amputated has committed suicide. He left a note. I can't live like this. Unable to work and without purpose. I don't want to be a burden, just another mouth to feed. Shit. We must do something about it. You'll have to... Okay, so if I can sign the prosthetics law within 5 days, then... Oh, shoot, I clicked on this, and I have to make a decision right now. So I can sign the prosthetics law into place, and I actually can do that right away. Yeah, and I'd rather avoid raising discontent even further. Discontent is getting very high. And yeah, the prosthetics law is... Okay, that has a bit more to it than what I... oh, those wood crates have been depleted, which means we have no more wood except for the wood coming in from our... right, yeah, that's off. What's the heat graph look like? Actually, not too bad. That... I think... Doesn't need the heater. Yeah. And I don't think that does either. Oh, no, that one does. Okay. So that one needs the heater, but I can actually turn 2 of the heaters off. The cookhouse is up to livable. That's good. The heat zone isn't bad. And I'm going to want to research yeah, only about 10 hours worth of coal, but once the work shift starts for the day, oh, there's only 3 out of the 5 there. Shit. Yeah, max that out. Okay. Ooh, Mighty X-Ray, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's go deal with these guys. I think... Yeah, let's go take a look at that sturdy shelter. See what that does. Okay. Make sure that's stockpiled. Okay, I need to build a new medical post. Right, and I only have a day left to do that. So no, go to the city, construct medical post. Yes. Okay. So I need to sign in the prosthesis law. Yes. Okay, so... Okay. So I've got a couple things to deal with. But one of the things I can do now is I can do not adjacent to a street. That's fine. Okay. So we're gonna build this guy out here. But what we need to do first, no. Gosh darn it. Okay, so what I want to do first is we want to go into the build menu, build streets. Okay. So we're just gonna build a road right out that way. And then we're gonna go, no, not there, build, grab a sawmill. And yes, street is under construction, but that's fine. Actually, we're going to move it over a little bit and then build street. There we go. So that will connect it up to a road. We'll have to get out there eventually, but for now, that'll keep things building up. Oh, right. I can add a new tech to research. What does the sawmill upgrade do? Allows us raise efficiency of all saw and steam sawmills. Okay. What is drill? Drills are the one uncovering trees at once. Okay. Charcoal kiln. Producing. Okay, so this can turn 70 wood per day into a fuck ton of coal per day. This produces up to 80 wood per day. Okay. What I actually want to do... Now this will require a steam core. Whereas this just requires wood. So I think I'm gonna start with the coal thumper and see how this goes, because I'm actually not sure exactly how that works. So we're gonna explore and find out a little bit. I'm gonna kind of have to figure it out. Oh right, okay. So people are kind of dividing up a little bit to handle the construction. Oh, why does that show a red line there? I don't. Oh, that's how much we have. Okay, so we're actually doing just fine on food rations. So we're actually running out of space for more. But that's fine. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good. So roads are being built, and then the sawmill's gonna get built. And once we have the sawmill and like the coal mine or the coal thumper, whichever, the whole thing will be better able. Yeah, what am I trying to say here? Once we have both of those set up, we'll be able to get more stuff with less people, I think. Yeah. We're not going to force any more overshifts right now. Temporary modifiers, yeah. So I need to deal with corpse disposal and my bad healthcare issues to lower discontent significantly. I made a couple of emergency ships, which are steadily... The modifiers from that are steadily going away. Hopefully I won't need to do that again. Okay. So inoperative. Requires at least one workers. Street is not connected to the generator. What do you mean? Oh, okay. So it needs to finish collecting street from the street there. Let's get at least one guy there, but only actually going to assign one there. So once that gets connected to the road, that will be able to handle that. The coal issue isn't actually an issue just yet, but we are certainly approaching that point. How's the temperature? Fine, but I'm still going to want to overdrive it overnight to prevent people from getting sick. Okay, so now that's hooked up to the road. So now that's going to work at like garbage efficiency. But with at least one worker... Oh, yeah, and I should probably turn the heater on. Coal pile depleted. Okay. Max that one out. Okay, and that's the end of the workday. Why does that not... Oh! More sick beds needed. We'll open a new medical post. So I'm curious if this will, if this will actually, deal with it. Alright, so the next tech I definitely need to research is the, okay. Oh, right, I need to have engineers manning that. But the next tech I need to research, which I won't be able to deal with until tomorrow. So we'll just and overdrive. Hope rises. More people can deal with that issue. Okay, so all right. Once this finishes, the next tech I need to research is the improved power to the generator. God dang it. Because yeah, current patients here about a day. God bless our captain. Okay, so yeah, with hope up, people are a bit better. So it takes about 2 days to oops, turn that off. Oops. Scouts have finally reached the sturdy shelter. Okay, so let's see what the shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Explore. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1934 miles. Home, 27 miles. We will... Yeah, I guess we'll just take the resources, because, hey... so there's a steel bridge, which is, I'm guessing, in the direction of home. That'll require 13 hours to get there. Or... I kind of want to deal with the stuff that's a little closer to home first, and definitely raiding some supplies. Seems good. All right, so we're going to send them home. I'm probably actually going to want to put together a second scouting expedition at some point. But for now, things are fine. Current situation is acceptable. So... Okay, so why is that only saying 10 hours left? Should be making progress against it, actually. With the overdrive turned off. So consumption. Really? Oh, okay, so that's... Coal Thumper researched. Okay, so let's go grab the research. Heating, power upgrade, go. So... Okay, so that'll get us ahead there. Honestly, just having like one guy out there keeping an eye on that is probably enough. And I definitely need to leave the heater on. Because yeah, keeping that at livable is definitely an important point right now. Oh, right. And so I did find enough resources to build myself a coal thumper. So, let us see. Okay. So I'm just going to build this out here alongside the, oh, steel wreckage depleted. Okay. Honestly, I'm probably doing alright on steel for a little while. So I'm just going to leave that be. And actually, we'll just, like... Yeah, okay, we'll max that out. So that leaves a couple people who are presently not doing anything, but that's fine, right? We don't need to have absolutely everybody working absolutely all the time. As long as we're making progress on our coal situation. We have a sick absence, but that's fine. Right. I need about 6 hours. Yeah. Okay. So that's not great. Can so dismiss that one in particular and add a different one back in. Right. I need to get this one working at max efficiency right now. Because I need to get the this handled before the end of shift tonight, and I don't presently have the law that allows for overtime, right? So it's actually interesting to me that the first law you can pass on the extended the first work law you can pass is emergency shift, which lets you get a 24-hour shift, and then you get extended shift, which allows you to force them to work a 14-hour day instead of just a 10-hour day. Like I feel like that would be unlocked in the other order, but although you can keep them on 14-hour days like constantly, without the massive penalty to discontent that doing that with 24-hour shifts would provide. Okay, so a bunch of people are a little sick, and that's not great, but hopefully we could get... Okay, so let's just get one person here. So this will actually produce a coal pile, which then requires people to... and we should turn the heat on. To harvest it, which is interesting. Okay, so let's send them back out. It looked like... send them there. It looked like the... so the description of that location said it looked like there was somebody there at some point. Oh, storage near capacity. Okay, so we're actually gonna just stop that because that's all full. We're actually gonna just pump the coal thumper up full of people. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we don't actually have enough... well, okay, so this should be creating a coal pile next to itself, is what it said. Oh, and that's the end of the day. Okay, oh, and I'm not actually researching anything right now, which I need to fix. No, I don't need more scouts. So... Okay, so this generates more coal, but it requires a bit more infrastructure to harvest. Hothouse, okay. Oh! Okay, so if I can get a hothouse, I can, just get raw food right there. Thanks to improved tools and methods, people employed in medical posts will heal the sick 10% faster. That seems kind of important. Or the bunkhouse, which I'm guessing has better insulation than the tents do. So I'm actually going to go get the medical post upgrade right now because we definitely have an issue with being able to treat people fast enough. Oh, and I want to fill that one up. We're doing fine on food for a little while. Oh, prosthesis. Okay, so how do I create prosthesis? I don't have... It said something about a factory to do that. So if I go over to Food, health, and shelter. Infirmary, industrial hothouse. Yeah, okay. Resources. Exploration and industry heating. Close. Okay. How do I make prosthesis? Um so okay. Coal will last for 12 hours, yeah. Oh, I guess max that up. Oh. Keeps them on standby for construction as well, which is actually the other nice bit about having the cookhouse running all the time, is it always keeps people on standby to cook. Okay, so how does the temperature graph look right now? We're actually just okay. So for the first time in forever, we're actually ahead on we're just like comfortable all the way around in terms of temperature. We're gonna have a couple days of cold, but I'm actually not gonna bother with. I don't actually have the ability to um, burn coal at both ends right now to get them ahead on that. So, and I just don't have the resources to handle that. And running out of coal would be bad. So that's being worked on, or will be in the day. I don't need to, I want to know about, yeah, okay. So, right, prosthesis. How do I build? Is there any information? Redemption, care house, aesthetic. A new blueprint prosthesis available in the factory. Okay, but where is the factory? It's not. It's not something I can build. I am so confused right now. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to punch through the night and pray that the coal lasts. Unburied corpse. Oh, right. We need to deal with the dead too. How long until I can pass another law? 4 hours. Okay, so come morning, I'll be able to pass a new law. Oh shit, we have a sick absence there. Okay, so that's running out of time. Okay, so okay, so during the day, we're gonna not actually leave the steam level up, but leave the range setting down. Yeah, there we go. So that way it'll stay consumption. Yeah, okay, I'll get ahead of consumption. Yeah, it's gonna get fucking freezing. Turn the damn heater on that place. Honestly, we only need to keep one person on that place to keep that going at full efficiency. The generator is shutting down. Shit. Okay. So, there we go. We should be able to keep up. fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, I'm able to sign a law. Honestly, Corp Snow Pit. It's not. People aren't going to be happy about it, but short on resources. Our needs are great. Let's extend working hours. Not now. I need to deal with corpses right now. Construction, people, Snow Pit. Again, another one of those things that I don't think I want the Snow Pit anywhere near the city. Yeah, no fucking dignity, but this is the goddamn apocalypse, man. Get the heat on. Get the heat on. Get the heat on. Okay. Okay, so we're getting ahead of the coal situation. So this should be, this says, this is generating a coal pile. Which I should then be able to harvest. I do not understand. Why is the heat not on in that place? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get people sick. I need to keep the sick people down. Okay. So let's see if I want to make sure I'm not missing. Oh, scouts have reached the gloomy cave. Okay. The cave is or was inhabited. There is a number of footprints leading to its entrance. We should check if there's still someone alive up there. Search the area. We can hear terrifying shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Risk attacking the bear. Okay, so I can either leave the bears alone and let these people die, or I can risk attacking the bears. But I risk losing the scout team. Oh, but the people will live no matter what. Yeah, fuck it. Let's risk attacking the bears. Our scouts, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Unfortunately, the scouts died from their injuries. The people they saved set out towards the city, guided by a map made by the scouts. Okay, so I'll have to make a new scouting party. They'll make it back in a little while, but the extra people will actually be a very nice influx to have. Mild frostbite, shit. 5 of our people died, yeah. Yeah. It's not exactly something to be proud of, but it is what it is. Get ahead of that. Okay, yeah, so this says it's producing a coal pile that a gathering hut can get at. Okay, so resources, gathering post. Oh, it's generating it behind the building. Okay. So I need to build the gathering post back over there. And then supposedly I actually want a pair of them. And so what this will do is that will allow, if I fill both of those, I'll be able to gather a shit ton of coal that way. Okay. Well, other nice thing about these walkways is they're constantly clear, so people don't have to constantly cut themselves a path through the snow. Okay, I understand that now. I get it. Hopefully, with the boost that I'm going to be getting from, yeah, coal pile depleted, that was kind of expected. And, okay, there we go. Medical boost just came through. So, Yeah, let's actually research the bunkhouse. That's kind of important. That one's got a bunch left in it. But also the other nice thing is once I get the gathering posts up, they won't be nearly so fucking cold as what the uh piles are. And I actually, rather than running all of these places on heaters, I think the next thing I'm going to research is steam hubs. So yeah, these require 3 coal per hour, whereas I'm going to have 4 buildings kind of in range here. They're all going to want a heater. So yeah. Alright, so it is fucking freezing out right now. But... Okay, and that was the end of the workday. Okay. Storage limit reached. Yeah, that'll get dealt with. More sick beds needed. I think right now we'll actually be all right. So can I raise that up to setting 2? Not overnight, no. Okay. So yeah, a bunch of people are going to go cold tonight. I need to leave it on setting 2, otherwise people are going to be way too fucking cold. Shit, we're going to get a bunch of people sick tonight. This is bad. This is real bad. Well, hopefully... Oh, the generator is shutting down? What do you mean the generator is shutting down? Shit. I set it down to range 1 because I thought it would be able to make it through the night on that. Fuck, that's bad. That's real bad. Okay. Oh, there's nothing I can do about that. Hopefully. Okay, so there we go. As soon as that gets going, get that up. So we're gonna let them... Okay, so that'll deplete before the end of today. And I believe 420 per day. Okay, so I can't go up to range setting 2 just yet. But I think once I get the second... I think the gathering posts, that's 18 per hour with 15 people. 24 per hour with 10 people. Okay, so the gathering posts are way more efficient. I should have been using those from the get-go. Jesus. Now I know about that. So Ironward, this is... so have you ever heard of... it's a city management game set in a frozen post-apocalypse, is what's going on. So... Oh, yeah, I can pass laws. Basically, it's made by the same people who have made, I believe, This War of Mine, was the other game they made. So there's a lot of difficult decisions that, no, not like that at all. So, right, I'm managing a very small settlement of people. Yeah, I'm managing a very small settlement of people trying to survive after the end of the world, right? Yeah. I don't know if I would call it that because this is definitely there's a lot less focus. Like FTL was very much about you're just kind of beating your head against it, like starting over all the time to kind of keep up with it. Oh, right. I should... Storage limit reached. Okay. I should turn the heater on in the various buildings there, so that they maintain their heat. Right, like you have to kind of constantly make sure that your people are not freezing to death. Like, I actually really need to deal with this issue soon. Yeah, because people are constant. Like, I've got so many sick people piling up right now. I've got a bunch of new people coming in, which will help a little bit, but I'll also have to provide shelter for them. Okay. A woman is sitting in the snow pit, holding her dead husband's hand, crying her heart out. Perhaps you should have agreed to give people proper burials after all. Um, so I can make an exception and bury him, but people will be upset that I'm making an exception for this one man. Or I can let hope fall. Um, So the random binary events are part of it, though they're not entirely random. They're triggered by the things that I'm doing, right? All of these various events that keep coming up are being, yeah, they're triggered by the choices that I've made. Um, so it's about constantly having to make the best out of bad options. Is kind of is I guess a good way to think about it. Um, okay. Um, So that's still running. Well, it's almost empty. Yeah, yeah, that's bunkhouse, right. Oh, and those people finally arrived, which means I can do this. I don't know. It's an interesting little game. There's a lot of decisions to be made. Oh, and I don't actually have enough housing for all the people. If I go over to the people, though, I have the bunkhouse, which I actually need to build. Okay, so these have better insulation than the regular homes do. So I can build them a little further out, and that'll be fine. So I'm going to build the one there, just so that I have enough to house all the people. And then I'm going to spend a bunch of resources upgrading a few of the inner ones as well. Okay. A group of survivors has reached the city, which is the group that I rescued from the bears. I mean, like, I feel like that's really oversimplifying things, Ironward. Um, like, the game, yeah, there are a lot of binary decisions that come up where you have to make a choice. This is true. But there's also, alongside that, you have this constant city management going on, well, settlement management going on, kind of like Banished, right? Ooh, that coal pile finally depleted. If anyone is familiar with that game. Like, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, those choices are coming up. But that's not all there is to the game. I feel like that's, yeah, that's kind of putting things a bit too simply. Like I said. Okay, so I should have enough coal to get through the night. I need to get some more steel come morning. I'm gonna need to max that out, actually, so that I have people collecting food, or I'm gonna have a bad time. Okay. Oof, ouch. Yeah, this is, like I said, it's similar to Banished. But, okay, and then I can actually turn, no, I want to leave it on right now. Actually, no, okay, so we can turn that off, turn that off. Hold on. Consumption. Something else. So the coal thumper, that's fine. The gathering post, yeah. Cookhouse can turn off. Okay. Okay, so I'm still not able to maintain at that level. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that goes on with that game a little bit. Oh, and why are people hungry? I have more food rations available. I don't, okay, that happens sometimes and I just don't understand. What do you mean? Oh, right, because I can't keep, sure. This one doesn't actually need it. That one, those two do though. Okay, so thankfully, come morning, the um, yeah, we'll be in better shape. Um, okay, yeah, this is definitely not a good situation to be in. However, hopefully I'm have. Oh, I've got so many sick people piling up right now. This is real fucking bad. Um, like I've got two sick houses running nonstop, and I've got two different modifiers increasing the efficiency of them right now, which is definitely important. Working on those steam hubs, which should help me reduce my coal consumption. Also, okay, so this, as soon as this triggers, the temperatures rise, and I have a little less to worry about with people freezing to death. Um, Hopefully. Okay. Yep. So, okay. Oh, hey. Also, hello, Teeks. Thanks for coming by. All right. So we're definitely doing better. And what I'd like to be able to do. Oops, no, not that. I will get to dealing with that in a little bit. Because, right, there's also that whole map thing of I need to kind of send people out and take a look at the different options out, what's going on out there. So that's producing coal. Those are gathering the coal. That's producing slightly slower than they're gathering, but there's also a decent surplus, so that'll be fine. Do I have enough production? I do not have. Yeah, I'm mostly on PC, Teaks. I do not have the necessary. Yeah, I'll need to set up something else to deal with it to be able to do that constantly. Okay, so once the current tech finishes, okay, so actually, see, those guys are actually still livable despite that. So actually, I fucked up a little bit. And what I should have done is, I should have. Oh, okay, there's that. Add new research. Go over to research. Go to coal mining. Not enough steel to research that. Okay. So, okay. So the games that I primarily play are Better Than Wolves, which is a very large mod for Minecraft, and World of Tanks. It's kind of a competitive game where it's two teams of 15 driving tanks face off, have to kill each other. I quite enjoyed it. The game has some issues, admittedly, but I enjoyed it. And then I've been playing Dark Souls on and off. And yeah, that's kind of it. I did a one-off attempt at a puzzle game called Quadrilateral Cowboy, and while it was an interesting game, I don't think it makes good streaming content because puzzles kind of keep too much of my attention to be able to interact with chat at all. So yeah. Oh crap! I'm also running out of food. Son of a bitch. We might be about to we might be going to start starving soon if I don't have to. Sir, a doctor wants to talk to you about improving radical treatment. I was a field surgeon in the Boer War and worked with the Royal Society to reduce the rate of limb loss in army hospitals. I believe I can devise a method that will cut the number of amputations during... Okay. Yeah. Fine. That's fine. Take whatever you need to do that, because the less people that we have permanently crippled, the better. Okay. I have not played Darksiders, no. I have a friend who quite enjoyed it, but I never gave it a try. Okay, so that'll get that going. Alright. So that's 24. Yeah, bad healthcare. I know. I'm trying to deal with that real badly. Okay, so I need to be more efficient about my coal usage. So this is presently using up 3 in order to maintain that. That doesn't actually need the heat. So swapping over to the steam hub won't actually help there. I need to start upgrading. I should have actually upgraded those first. But yeah, I want to upgrade the outer layer of homes to... I don't know, Ironward. I actually really don't know where this is going. I assume that at some point I can kind of reach a sustainable state, right? Like this is a renewable supply of coal right here. So I'm definitely not stuck in a permanent loop of just everything is awful, at least on that. I've been streaming for about getting close to 3 months now. What is this? Cold Homes. Okay. I have to... Son of a bitch. Okay, so I don't have the coal stockpile in order to do that right now. Oh, I should also... Yeah, alright, There's also only 15 minutes left in my stream for tonight. It is definitely getting kind of late here. Let's go for that one, just so... Here in home 0 to 1. Okay, so right now... Got a couple of those which are stuck in that. Yeah, and the cold ones, or the chilly ones, are out there. So one thing I could do is I could actually, rather than... so what I can do is, rather than... trying to raise this thing up again, which I can't right now. I can use a steam hub out here to improve the conditions in those homes until I can get a coal mine going, which I believe is what I'm researching right now. Oh no, I'm abort. That is not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Shit. Okay, I need a coal mine, not a charcoal kiln. The charcoal kiln requires too much other infrastructure to also keep going. Like it's definitely a thing I can do, and like I've got the sawmill there to do it, but I also have the coal deposits which I can dig out. Okay. Oops, I definitely screwed myself over there a little bit. So research is stopped because it's overnight. All right. Well, let's punch through the night. Oh shit! I don't have enough food. I'm only gonna get 80 from this. That's only half of what I need. Fuck. Um. I mean, that is a way to describe what's going on here. Oh, jeez. All right. So I can. Oh boy. I can start utilizing the dead in hothouses, but first I need to research hothouses. Oh, what is this? Medical facilities doubled. Extra pass will cause discontent. Discontent rise slightly. Jesus. Food additives. Hope will fall slightly. Discontent. Honest meals will fall ill. Or soup. Hope will fall slightly. We can cook soup instead of full meals to feed more people with the same amount of raw food. Okay. Okay, you know what? It's going to cause discontent, but I really need to not starve right now. 5 rations from 2 food. Okay, versus 4. Okay. Yes, yes, I know. You people don't like the fact that I just made the food even shittier. Which, admittedly, is not a great way to go about things, but I really kind of would like to not have my people starve to death. Which is what's going to start happening soon if we don't deal with that. 40 food and 5 free workers. Yeah. Christ. So yeah, people are getting in and out in about a day. The big thing I need to deal with... Okay, so how long is this going to take to research? Oh, the fucking shift hasn't started yet. There we go. About 8 hours. Alright. Well, I won't be able to get that going today, but I will be able to get it going on the next day. Okay. So the other thing I can do, right, I did promise to do a thing. Tech Steam Hub requires 20 steel. And then if you plant that up there, yeah, we're out of steel, that's fine. Oh. Sign. Oh, I just unlocked an achievement. Fewer amputations. The doctor is here. He's reporting a breakthrough, unorthodox method, and my learned colleagues would be appalled at experiments I perform, but it works. I expect the number of amputations during radical treatment to be halved. I mean, that's definitely has some similarity. Sure, is very different indeed, but yeah, there's definitely some similarity there. Okay, so I've got this little guy going over here, which, yeah, I want that one running all the time. I do not need to increase the I can't increase the range on it yet. I haven't researched that, but that little guy will keep the houses a little bit warmer for less coal cost than what the son of a bitch. Okay, hold on. That should be reaching this guy, which means I can turn the damn. Okay, cool. Resources, coal mine. I need 10 steel. I'm working on that. Oh, that emptied out. Shit. Shit, that's bad. Do I have any other source of steel? Have I fucked myself? Oh, that's super bad. Okay. Can I... I'm gonna need to disassemble that. No, close that. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Okay. Hush. Resources. I'll need 10 still to do that. Okay. So once that finishes disassembly. Okay. Okay, so we're fine. We're not quite there. We're not quite fucked yet. New research. That requires steel, which I don't have. I don't need more scouts. Can't upgrade anything there. The hothouse also requires steel to research, and I definitely need to build a hothouse to get more food coming in. So, all right. Oh, shit, I wasn't able to deal with the healthcare. That's bad. Okay, and all right. Well, hey, at least I was able to disassemble that without fucking everything up. Okay, cool. So build, not research. Construct a coal mine there. That's fine. And then we also construct a road. Like that. Okay. Steam cores are a necessary component of advanced technology. We can't manufacture them in the city, so let's hope our scouts find them during expedition. Okay, cool. So yeah, steam cores are a limited resource that I'm definitely need to not squander. Oh, people are cutting their way through the snow rather than doing that the best way. Fuck. Okay, I need to keep those homes warm for a while yet, but that'll be fine. Yeah, the temperature grid. Yeah, they're comfortable now. They're going to go down to livable when the temperature drop hits, but that'll be fine. I need... I think that might actually be able to increase my speed there, hopefully. Hopefully that'll increase the speed of the gathering post, which will allow me to get more coal. Like right now, that's the big one, is I just need more coal. Once I have enough coal to run the furnace... well, okay. How long does time take? It looks like, I don't know, an hour every 30 seconds or so? At a guess? I'm not sure. It's certainly not quick. Or, well, it's certainly pretty quick, I guess. Come on. Okay, we'll just plug that thing up with engineers because we need to put them somewhere. 24 coal per hour. Yeah, that would pump my discontent up a bunch. What was 16 hours and then 13 hours? I'm sorry. I'm not quite, Okay, so what I can do... Okay, so I'll make it through the night. I'm actually fine on coal right now. Okay, so we're good on coal. We are set to go there. Okay, so that brings it up to morning. Oh god, we're out of food. That's the real nasty one right now. Okay, so this is actually just the most efficient in terms of coal. Um, so how fast does this work? It doesn't actually tell me. Okay, so what is my production right now? Okay, so I'm actually far enough ahead that I should theoretically be able to do that, and which means I can then turn that off, which hopefully means yes. Okay, cool. That'll put me ahead. I'm actually starting to get ahead on coal and able to keep that running. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, so I can't afford to do anything crazy right now. But okay, are there any laws I can pass which will assist? Okay, yes, medical apprentices for the kids, which will help improve dealing with the sick. Because yeah, we need to get ahead on that. So raising efficiency there will help. Oh, it's almost the end of my stream. Okay. So I actually just need to keep all of that running right now. Okay. Actually, I think so. Other than the sick issue and the food issue, which are both being dealt with super slowly. Okay, so right, the next bit of tech, which I actually want to get, is a hothouse, which requires steel. Right. Okay. So scouts are going to have to go out and start dealing with that because I need to see if I can find resources. Actually, you know what? Can I change? Yeah, I'm going to change them to head over to the observatory instead. It's closer and it is, I think, more likely to provide us with resources, which is the big thing we need right now. Is I need to bring in a supply of steel, because I definitely got a little overzealous setting things up. So we're going to build actually a sub-tense there. Yeah. So there are places where I can cut workers. I've got the two sick houses, both of which kind of need to keep running. I've got those two huts which need to keep working. That needs to keep working. That needs to keep working. Yeah, this all needs to... I can't turn anything off right now. I'm going to have a bad time. So... But what I need is more hunters. I mean, I could build another hunter's hut. I mean, ideally... how fast are these going these days? 20 hours? Okay, so people are getting processed in under a day. So theoretically, if okay, there's my phone. Okay, so we're definitely not in good shape, but okay, so we're gonna turn that off for now. max that out. And so that means that most of those are... There we go. So that swaps those over for engineers. Then food, I construct an additional hunter's hut. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, thank you, Teeks. Appreciate that. All right. This has been fun, and I'm quite enjoying this. I kind of was hoping we'd get a few more people to come by who were interested in it, but it is getting rather late, and it is time for me to call this stream to a close. Thank you, everybody who came by. Thank you, everybody who left me follows. For anybody who's not aware, I stream 3 days a week. Tuesday and Thursday nights at 11:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and then twice on Saturdays. The schedule is down below, converted into your local time zone. Yeah. Updates on any changes will be posted on my Twitter, which is also down below. Various other and links to the YouTube channel where VODs are uploaded to be kept forever are also there. Yep. So yeah, it will be Better Than Wolves on Thursday, since I skipped it tonight. Yeah. So last thing to end the night, I want to go raid another streamer. He's playing playing the new God of War game, and he has an even more epic beard than mine. So I've rated him a few times. This is the real guy judge. I'd really appreciate it if everybody who is here would just hop in on the raid, go in and say hello before they log off for the night, even if you're not going to stick around and watch him play. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here, and I will see you on Thursday.